Hi again, folks. This is Alan Sasoyev with MyBadAssets.com, and today in this episode, I'd like to talk to you guys about who is looking at your credit report and who is allowed and not allowed to look at your credit report. Let's take a look. Hey y'all, my name is Alan Sasoyev and I'm the founder of MyBadAssets.com. And I can sit here and tell you guys how all this got formed as a direct result of my activities as a real estate investor and a real estate coach. But I know you guys could care less about that, right? You guys want to learn about credit repair, and how to perfect your credit, don't you? I mean, truth is, you could care less about me. You want to know how I can help you fix your credit so that you can get the things you want out of life, like, new car, maybe purchase a home, or just the peace of mind knowing you have the credit you need if you've got some sort of emergency for yourself or your family. Am I right? Well, it just so happens that due to the activities I do in real estate, I have become a credit perfection expert. And I do mean credit perfection. Here at MyBadAssets.com, guys, we don't play around with credit repair. I mean, I really believe credit repair by itself is pretty useless. So many times I see people who get credit sweeps done, and sure, all the bad marks on their credit are gone, but you know what? Now they're left with a blank file, and guess what? That doesn't help you guys either. Please take a few moments, check out the content. At the end of the video, I'll give you guys a look at some of the products we've got available now, as well as a bunch of the free stuff that'll help get you guys on the road to credit perfection. Now, if you've not already done so, you should subscribe to this channel because we will be releasing content often to help you guys understand everything that's going on in the world of credit right now. You can subscribe by clicking the button right down there to the right. Other than that, like I said, take a look at the video, ask questions and comments, comment in the comment section. I'm always up for some questions. And take a look at the products and the free stuff I've got at the end. Also, generally I'll mention free stuff that you can get just by watching the videos. The link for that is also going to be at the very end of this video, so watch it to the end and you can get the link there. We're all in this together, guys. So whatever I can do to help you guys, I'm happy to do so. So, you guys want to learn about some credit? Let's learn about some credit, shall we?
First, let me say that anybody involved with credit and finances, generally speaking, can probably look at your credit. Obviously, credit card issuers and the lenders can look at it. For that matter, they're the ones reporting the information to it. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, as well as state credit laws, restrict exactly who can access your credit report and how it can be used. I'm going to give a caveat here that this does not necessarily help your credit score or your credit reports, and that's normally the sort of thing I teach. However, if someone has requested your credit report illegally and one of the big three has actually gone and provided them with it, you might be able to sue for a violation of the FCRA. For that, of course, you're going to have to talk to an attorney. And by the way, if that happens, you should also be filing reports with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau as well as your state attorney general's office. As I've just mentioned, it goes without saying that any sort of creditor or potential lender, whether it be an auto lender or a mortgage company, credit card company, whatever, can review your credit report when you apply for credit. These businesses also monitor your credit once you have become a customer of theirs. Now, that being said, there's a few restrictions. For example, you have to initiate the credit transaction, of course, before the creditor can legally look at your report, unless they're doing soft inquiries, which I'll talk about in just a second. Now, I know the next question you guys are asking is, what about all those pre-approved offers? We've all gotten pre-approved offers in the mail before. Inquiries for pre-approved offers do not affect your credit score unless, of course, you actually follow through and apply. A pre-approval basically means that some lender thinks you have a good chance of being approved based on information in your credit report. What they've done is conducted what's called a soft inquiry. Soft inquiries do not affect your credit score. When you fill out an application for credit of any sort, now that becomes a hard inquiry. Hard inquiries do affect your credit to some extent. I'll do an entire episode on hard inquiries and soft inquiries at some point down the road, but for now, just know that hard inquiries stay in your credit report for about 2 years, and if you have too many of them, it makes it look like you're desperate, which can affect not only your score, but just your general ability to get a loan. By the way, while I think about it, you can opt out of pre-approved credit card offers if you'd rather not receive them. Again, they don't affect your credit score, but some people prefer not to get a lot of junk mail. You quite literally just call 885-OPT-OUT, which the actual number is 888-567-8255. 888, or you can visit www.optoutprescreen.com. Now, I want to look at mortgage lenders specifically because if you're seeking to borrow more than $150,000, mortgage lenders get to see a little bit more information than is typically provided to other creditors. Specifically, they get to look at older information, up to 7 years, of course, or 10 years in the case of a bankruptcy or a judgment. As of 2010, student loans are made directly by the federal government and not offered by private lenders anymore. So generally, you can't be denied for a direct federal student loan based on your credit worthiness. However, PLUS loans, which are federal loans for graduate students and professional degree students or the parents of dependents who are undergrad, those are all checked. The PLUS loans are checked. Insurance companies are allowed to look at your report if you apply for a policy. Typically, they're not so interested in your credit history, but your medical history and insurance claims. Now, that being said, credit reports from the big three do not provide medical information. However, there is another report known as a clue report generated by a company called LexisNexis that does have claims information. If you had insurance claims in the past, your insurance rates may be higher as a result of that report. Again, I've got an episode on clue reports specifically. By the way, this goes for car insurance as well as home insurance and even medical insurance. Employers and potential employers can review credit reports as part of evaluating job candidates. However, you as the candidate will have signed something somewhere along the line that allows them this right. They can't just look it up for no reason. Then, of course, we've got the government. You know, government being government, they can look at your credit for pretty much any reason they want to. They can do it to determine whether you're eligible for public assistance or to help determine how much you're going to pay for child support. They can do it to consider your financials, to determine eligibility for some sort of government-issued license. They can investigate terrorism. And by the way, like I said, really, they can pull your credit for anything they want to, even if they don't have a credit-related purpose. Of course they can. They're the government. Collection agencies are allowed to pull your credit report, and they do it generally for two reasons. They do it not just to learn about your assets, but also to locate you. That's why it's important to be cognizant of your address information on your credit report. Lastly, any entity that has a court order, whether they are on this list or not, can get your report. Now, court orders are not always that easy to get, but it's fair to say that if a judge says it's okay, anybody who's got that court order can look at your credit report. And also, let's talk about judgment collectors. Or judgment creditors. Judgment creditors, who are collection agencies that actually go so far as to use legal proceedings to get a judgment against you. Typically, they are attorneys, but not always. At any rate, judgment collectors, depending on the court, are allowed to look at your credit. There's various courts fighting about this right now as to whether it's legal or not, so I guess we could say the jury's still out on judgment creditors. Now, I would be remiss in my duties as a teacher if I did not tell you the best way to detect unauthorized user. The truth is, it's not always that easy to find them. However, one good way to detect those who have pulled your credit without permission would be to simply look at your credit reports, which you should be doing anyway, each year from annualcreditreport.com. Look for any unfamiliar names or of a business or a person or just any of that, and look in the inquiries area, both soft and hard inquiries.
Okay guys, as I pointed out at the beginning, we've got some products available for purchase. You'll notice I don't do any hardcore sales technique. I generally speaking make my money coaching people in real estate investing. Yes, there's products. Yes, they're for sale. Everything here is designed to help you guys out. Okay, there's a do-it-yourself course right over here. There's a do-it-yourself course if you're interested in something like that. And if you'd rather have us do it for you, I can tell you, we are definitely experts at what we do, so much so that we'll even guarantee the results. So if you're interested, just go check out the link at mybadassets.com/products. There's also a free webinar. That'll help you guys out as well. The link is here on the slide. And then for other free resources that I mentioned throughout these videos, you can go here at these other part, Ask Al How, for free credit repair resources. Finally, I want to recommend the only credit monitoring service that we recommend is smartcredit.com. If you click on this link, smartcredit.com/Ask Al How, we have arranged some extra freebies for you guys as our students and our clients. Okay? Again, put your questions in the comments section below. I'll try to get back to you guys as quickly as I can. And remember that here at mybadassets.com, we're not just credit repair or credit fixing or credit restoration. at mybadassets.com. We are credit perfection. That's it for now, folks. See you guys next time.